Hey everyone, Larry Fournillier here, and welcome to Cooking with George and Marilyn. A while since I've had one of these cooking hangouts, and I decided, you know what? For 2016, let me start off with a bang, and by doing that, I invited George and Marilyn from California, and I mean they are my favorite couple on Google Plus. So, anyway, without much further ado, let me introduce you guys to the peanut gallery. We don't have a big peanut gallery here today, just my buddy Richard Wooding. He's in South Africa.
Hello.
And Nicola George.
Hello.
Hey, Nicola. How you doing? How you guys doing? How's the weather? How's the weather in SA?
It's very hot here at the moment.
Ah, wow.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of weather, I would like to, I guess, I don't want to sound, crass or anything, but I know the guys on the East Coast, you're experiencing a blizzard right now. I will just send warm thoughts up there. That's the best I can do. Okay? Be safe and grab yourself a warm cup of cocoa, kick back, and watch us here on YouTube. And without much further ado, let me get to the kitchen in Mountain View, California. George, Cohn, and Marilyn Ritter.
Hey everyone.
Hi guys.
Hi. Welcome.
This is going to be our special Catterday edition. You might hear cats in the background.
Yeah, and I noticed that our other friends have got their cat too. So
Yeah.
So actually, before we get into it, there's a timing thing that I have to do. I have to get these. The final step in this is getting the onions and the sliced peppers into this, because obviously, since this takes 3 or 4 hours to prepare, and we want to get this done in a half hour.
Yes.
We have to prep in advance, and there will be photos and videos that we'll post into the event later. But for right now, I got to get these things in here, or we're all going to starve.
Okay. So, while you're doing that, Marilyn.
yes, sir.
Tell the folks what dish you're making.
Okay, we've got. Whoops. Let's make sure I've got. I'm pointing at the right place here. I'm on the taking up George's usual place for the camera.
Right.
And let's see if you can get that arm rolled. George is much better at the rolling there.
That's how I roll.
It's Ropa Vieja.
Yeah.
Which means
old clothes, because it's as you can see, this meat gets shredded up pretty well, and it looks like clothes that you've worn for so long that they've started to come apart. And it's a Cuban dish, and I understand it's very popular there.
Yeah, well, since the United States just reestablished diplomatic ties with Cuba, I guess that best-kept secret will be now coming out, and those of you guys in the U.S. who plan on visiting Cuba, look forward to this dish. Here in Trinidad and Tobago, we knew about that dish because we have a lot of Cuban doctors that come down and work in our hospitals here, and of course that's a dish from home, and they have introduced in Trinidad and Tobago. But I'm telling you, George, that looks awesome.
It does look great, doesn't it?
I think we may have overdone it with the peppers and onions, but it's all good.
Well, we got really excited about the peppers because we got some really amazing. Here, why don't you grab that pepper from our one of our local markets, the Milk Pail, and it is, they're just
wow. That's
they're
good.
Multicolored and oh, they're delicious. So we couldn't resist. When something's right there in front of you, you add a little to that. So here.
So and we also I've turned it down.
Okay.
We just need to note the time. I've got some black beans going here. And
that's to go with the dish.
I was looking at some recipes online, and I wanted to find out if if you need to soak black beans first. And I even found places that said don't soak them first, but we tried that, and they're much better soaked first.
Yeah.
But one thing that I learned that was a little bit of a surprise was that in Cuba they often put a half an orange in. You just chop up some onions and some garlic, and you throw in a half an orange. And what we have, we don't have oranges, but we do have Meyer lemons. So we've got half of a Meyer lemon in there.
That will give it awesome flavor.
And garlic.
Here being the other half, which we'll make use of later, I'm sure.
Okay.
And then we've got some rice that we're cooking.
All right, let me give a shout out to some folks out in the viewing audience.
Yeah.
Relay, MJJ, Sheila Hensley. Thanks for watching, guys. It's always a pleasure to have you guys in the virtual peanut gallery.
Yeah. Now, I have to admit that I've never been to Cuba. I've enjoyed a lot of the music scene that's happening there, but I don't really have a mentor for this dish. And but we've got this thing called the internet. You may have heard of it. And
it's
so
a global thing.
I went and looked at all of the Ropa Vieja recipes and then applied my own prejudices to it, which are, for example, a lot of them use a dollop of tomato paste. Well, we use fresh tomatoes.
Oh, right, which is always good. Fresh is always best.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we just took our best shot at trying to do this, and most of the recipes use flank steak. We saw one that used brisket, but for the first one that we tried, we basically used a chuck roast, and we cut it into, we cut it out of its fatty parts and gristly parts,
right,
and use that. But it's got a very assertive flavor. This time we're doing flank steak, which has more of the stringiness that I think is authentic to this dish, and also I think the flavor is a lot different. Yeah,
exactly. And it's a cheaper cut too, but it gives you a lot of flavor, like you said.
Yeah.
And of course, we have a local source for our meat called Ditmer's, and I can't remember if we took you there when you were here, Larry, but we probably go 2 times a week, and they're a local. It's called Ditmer's in Gourmet Foods, and they have, they make bacon to live for there. They make it all. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
You guys took me there, and I'm trying to remember. Is that where we got the sandwiches?
No.
I don't think so.
No,
but next time you're here,
yeah.
Next time you're here, we're going. You'll appreciate it. It's quite the place. It's always packed, and it's local and a family business. So we're all in favor of that. So we're advantaged that we have that amazing source for meat. Just down the street.
Yeah. Hey, Richard, let me ask Richard a question here regarding if they do something similar, because I know in South Africa you guys eat a lot of beef and meat, and you have your braai. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah. Well, we love barbecuing meat, which we call braai. But we also have a stew called a potjie, which is very popular.
And also breadies.
And breadies, breadies are from South Asia originally, aren't they? Or, yeah.
So.
Yeah. But so breadies and potjies are popular stews here.
Okay, and it's basically done similar, where you shred the meat and.
I think breadies here usually would use meat on the bone, and then you wouldn't necessarily shred it, but the meat would be cut up into pieces that are big enough to serve already.
Okay.
But they would be cooked for quite a long time.
Yeah, and since '94, we've had a lot of Cuban doctors working in hospitals as well. So.
Right, so they bring that dish. It's the same exact thing happened here in Trinidad. Yeah. They bring their dish, and we're exposed to it.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay, let's get back to the kitchen.
Yeah, so another thing is a lot of these recipes, wanted various herbs, but we decided we'd use that green seasoning that you taught us.
Ah, right. Yes.
And I think that you mentioned that there is actually a similar type of thing that they use in Cuba.
Yes, it's sofrito. Actually, they do it in Puerto Rico. So of course it's a Spanish, Puerto Rico Spanish, Cuba Spanish. So yeah, they also do it in Cuba. The only difference is they use all the ingredients that we use here, but they add green peppers. They add green peppers to the herbs. As a matter of fact, let me remind the folks. I just put a link to George's revised recipe. It's in the comment section here in the event, and he does have a link to the Trini green seasoning that he's referring to, which is easy to make. Actually, I made it when I got to George and Marilyn's when I visited them in San Francisco, and actually Mountain View. Sorry, and they had everything there. They had everything in their garden. I think the only thing we had to buy was spring onions, right?
Right.
Yeah, because they have a fantastic garden there. Anyway,
and I get the feeling that green seasoning is a kind of a run what you brung sort of.
Yeah, exactly.
Concoction.
Yeah.
So whatever you got that's going to be good, you put it in there.
Yeah, and you could use it on fish, meat, poultry. Yeah, you just put it in everything.
Yeah, we used it on a chicken the other night, and it was delicious. And it was, we just like, we got to just put it on there, and oh my gosh.
Yeah, you could sauce it on, or you could have it as part of the marinade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of us we do it as part of the marinade.
Oh, I hadn't even thought, we didn't allow ourselves enough time for marinade, but that, yeah, we were like, we gotta do.
Well,
all right.
We've got a chicken in the refrigerator.
Yeah, we do have a chicken in the refrigerator. So we're going to try it this time with the marinade, because that's probably tomorrow dinner.
Yeah, and Sheila remembered that. Let me bring it up. The green seasoning from Larry Fournillier. I remember that. Yeah, Sheila, try it. I'm telling you, it's really, really good.
Here's the thing, and a lot of times we like to use just fresh herbs, so we'll go out and grab fresh herbs anytime that we need them, because we've got them. But the beauty of the green seasoning is you don't have to go out and collect them. This stuff keeps in your refrigerator for weeks.
Yeah, it's in there forever. I have a bottle in my refrigerator that I chopped up last year. I'm talking mid last year.
No kidding.
And it's still there. It's still as fresh as ever.
Yeah, so we have a jar.
Yeah, there you go. That's the green seasoning, folks.
There's another jar where that came from.
Yeah,
that's the green seasoning. Bring it up. Bring it up again, George. Bring it up again. Bring it up again.
Here we go. You could,
Nice, lovely. And don't forget to take a photo of that and put it up to the event if you can. Oh yeah, beautiful. Yeah. That's it. You nailed it.
That's the magic. That's the magic stuff. And if we had the smell thing going on, you would all appreciate it even more. It is a lovely smell.
My variation on this one is I put a little chunk of ginger in with it too.
Well, that's the beauty about that dish. I mean, not that dish, but that marinade. Yeah. You could put whatever you want, whatever you feel. It's very subjective. And like cooking, Yep.
But I think there are core elements to it that give it its character.
The core elements are the spring onions or the chives, and then the large Spanish thyme, and the regular small thyme.
Yep.
Don't you have that? And of course the garlic. You have to put the garlic in there.
Yep.
But any other green stuff you could throw in there, like cilantro, culantro. Shadow Benny, well, we call it Shadow Benny. So where you guys at as far as the process? Let me just say hello.
Oops, here we go. I'm back on camera duty here. Here we go.
Stove cam.
Okay. See that? It's
lovely. Oh man, this is looking really good.
I think we definitely got too generous with the peppers.
No, but that's good though. That's good because even though the yellow peppers really don't have the flavor as the green, but it adds nice color, and you have enough green in there, green peppers plus the Trini green seasoning. So you got that is gonna taste. Oh man, you're making me so damn hungry.
Plus, we put a couple of jalapenos in there.
Oh yes.
In my recipe, I called for 1 jalapeno, but you know, if one's good, two's great.
Two's bad. And we have the hot guy in the audience, Jeff Bond from he's from California.
Actually, you know, Jeff, a week or two ago, Jeff and I actually spent some time together. We were at a thing called the Ubiquity Dev Summit, which was a first-of-a-kind thing that Google put on for Internet of Things. Development of Internet of Things.
So the development has already started on that.
Yeah. So.
Nice. And I understand you're programming now, so you might be involved in Internet of Things.
Yeah, I think the Internet of Things is one of the next big things.
You can quote him on that.
Yeah, I was quoting on that.
So, hey, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff is in the house.
It was a Google thing. There was excellent swag.
Oh, I'm sure. MJJ is in the house. MJJ, he's in Sri Lanka.
Oh, nice.
It's like crazy early over there, and he's up. I tell you, man is dedicated. Oh. Thanks, MJJ. Let me bring him up on the screen. Give him a shout out. Oh, thank you. Well, Google hasn't called to get your shirt back yet. I'm just waiting on that call.
Those are nice shirts. You know, I've got one too, and you gave me, and I wear them all the time, and people.
Yeah, and you know, it wears well. This has gotten so many washes, and it's still black.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good swag, as we said.
Yeah. So where we are, guys?
Okay.
We're getting close.
Okay.
Real close.
Sheila is saying the colors are beautiful.
Oh.
Yep.
And yum.
Yes, the colors. The color I'm interested in is the color of the flavor.
Yeah.
And we already know and we've already commented. I mean, it smells so good here.
Even if it were ugly and if it were bad for you, I'd still like it.
It's like it.
That's a frequent comment that I say, oh, and it's so good for you. And he's like, I don't care. You know, I like it. You know, I mean, I'll eat it if it's good for me, but it's not a criteria for me. Yeah, I'm like, it's got to be all these things.
You know,
this rice is pretty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your favorite beverage. Everybody drinking. Yeah, you heard the cat. Yeah. So, Richard, what are you taking part in, sir? What's your beverage?
Oh, it was just some Coca-Cola. You can pass me the can there. Oh, I probably shouldn't show it on a hangout, but it's the green cans, the Coca-Cola Life.
Ah, the green cans.
They're flavored with stevia and cane sugar.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, if you could get a shot of that, I would bring it on cam.
So you're foregoing the high fructose corn sugar. Huh?
Yeah,
real deal.
Oh my God.
But earlier today we were making rooibos iced tea.
That sounds good. That sounds really good. And since you said it was hot there, that's the iced tea makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Is anybody watching from the East Coast? I want to hear what's going on. I was watching CNN and they're under stress on the East Coast.
Wow, I really feel for them.
Yeah, and it's nice and warm here. It's warm in South Africa. It's nice in California.
Yeah, sun's out right now.
Like I said, I don't want to rub it in.
I don't want to rub it in, but we feel for them. I think all of our hearts go out for the kind of stress that they're under, and that it's cold and snow.
Oh, and the blizzard. Oh, somebody has a question here. Let me see.
Jay.
Jay Denny Beam or Beam. How you pronounce that? Beam? About the green seasoning, in addition to the jalapenos, you might want to try some chipotle. That's smoked jalapenos, usually canned with a sauce adobo, right? Yep. Actually, the way we do it here, you don't want to put the chipotle in there, and actually, you don't want to put the jalapenos. When I say the green peppers, I meant like the not spicy peppers. The ones like the red and the yellow peppers. But yeah, the bell peppers, exactly. Thank you, Richard. However, you can just put chipotle after you've done seasoning a condiment, if you care, or while the dish is cooking. But it will take away from the green seasoning if you put chipotle and the adobo sauce.
This is the chipotle sauce I quite like. I believe it's from Mexico.
Yeah.
I like
nice.
that artwork.
Yeah.
So,
but Jay, thanks for your tip, your suggestion. But again, like I said, cooking is subjective. But if you make the green seasoning and you want to put your jalapenos in there and your adobo chipotle sauce, right, go ahead, knock yourself up.
Speaking of sweetness, the other time that we made this, I've changed the recipe since I made it the first time. I had actually used some balsamic vinegar and coated the meat with that and the green seasoning. But it came out too sweet, and part of that's because the chuck is almost a sweet kind of, has almost a sweet kind of flavor. But this time it's much more savory tasting.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, we won't know what will happen after we put these peppers in there because they will sweeten it up.
Yeah.
But I think it's time to plate.
Yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape to start plating up. So.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. And thank you, Sheila. Yeah, it is bell peppers. I had a brain freeze, or as I say, a brain fart. I couldn't read.
That's good. Why don't you plate it there, and I'll run the camera.
Oh, okay, great.
I'll follow you around with the camera.
Okay, alrighty then.
Okay, we ready?
Yep. Ready to go. Okay, stove / plating can. All right, Maurice said it's coming now. Maurice?
Okay, here we go.
Coming down.
Uh-oh, it's steamed up my glasses. The hazards of, oh, man, that looks
that looks so good.
Oh, good.
That looks so good.
Meaty portion here.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to get some of those. There. I want to get some of these. Awesome.
Bell peppers.
Yeah, they're just, the bell peppers are just,
yeah.
I have to say I'm actually salivating. That's a generous portion because I think George and I are both going to eat on this.
You can see how this kind of looks like, shredded jeans or something.
Yeah, old clothes. Old clothes.
It's kind of liquidy, and so we're going to use rice.
Nice.
We normally eat a lot of brown rice, but we found that white rice really works better for this.
It's delicious.
You know what works well with that too?
Yeah.
The white rice, jasmine. If you use jasmine or basmati rice. If you use jasmine or basmati rice.
Yeah, we're just using regular
rice. Yeah.
Get a long grain white rice, and we were surprised. We hadn't had long grain white rice in a long time, and we were so surprised. We thought it was delicious. So we're adding that back in to the mix on this.
Yeah, that looks awesome. That looks really awesome. Oh, Elena's in the house. I missed her. Yeah.
Can you hand me a?
You know, I've been away from this thing so long. It feels so weird.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good.
But it's like riding a bike. You never forget.
Yeah.
Ray says that Marilyn and George are making him hungry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Marilyn and George Cohn. You made me hungry. We'll have to go grab something to continue watching. Go right ahead.
Guys, it's only 10 like, you know, early in the morning here, but I think we're going to have this.
Oh wow, that is beautiful.
Isn't it?
Oh, that looks gorgeous.
Get over by the window so it gets
Okay,
the
okay.
I can just imagine how tasty that thing will be. Oh my goodness. You guys are definitely making me hungry.
It's piping hot, as you can see.
Yeah, really is right, man. Really is right.
Dakota and I are quite fascinated by the beans because we don't get those here. Yeah.
Oh, you don't get black beans?
Right.
And Marilyn, don't forget to take some photos and
I'm gonna clean up something separately, and I got a little, you know,
She's got a fancy.
I got a little fancy.
You're gonna fancy it up. All right, no problem.
I'm into this. I am.
And when we did the prep on this last night, you know, for the meat and stuff, we shot some video, and you know, we'll bleep out the swearing, post it to the event.
There was a cat-related accident, and George tripped, and so there was a little inadvertent swearing. But I think since it's cat day, there's probably cat people that understand about cat-related accidents.
Yes.
They swirl around your legs and you somehow...
George. Move the camera. Let's see Marilyn eat it.
I'm going with a
Rosalind says, looks so delicious. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
When we ate this dinner, the last time that we made it, it was the kind of thing where you just felt, you felt like you could just go out and run around the block or run around the whole rest of the day, fueled by this. It's such a balanced meal with the rice and the meat and
the Maya lemons look very nice on that plate, and I'm sure they're going to add the right amount of acidity to bring everything together.
I reckon so. I'm going to try this myself.
Yeah.
Hope it's not too hot. I might choke. won't be the first time.
We'll get some water to him if he needs it. See, now normally it's only a little after 10:30 in the morning here on the West Coast.
On the West Coast, yeah.
We're not combining this with beer or any of the wonderful things.
Right.
So some of George's homebrewed beer, which
this actually it has beer in it because the recipe calls for beer or wine.
So, of course, we're using beer since George makes it. So, how many batches are you, George? Now
99.
He's 99 batches.
99 batches. Whoa. 99 batches in a bottle of rum. Yo ho ho, yo ho ho. That's a pirate thing. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. MJJ wants to know what the side dish. The side dish is black beans.
Yes.
MJJ. It's a Cuban thing. They eat black beans with most of their meals.
Yeah, and these black beans are prepared by I used 2 cups of beans, soaked them in 4 cups of water, and then this morning put them into a pan, with the water that they were soaked in, and added 1 onion chopped up, and added
a little bit of garlic.
Yeah, and added a clove of garlic, chopped up, not caramelized or anything because I want it to have a nice flavor, and half of a Meyer lemon.
Nice.
and then added some salt later after they were cooked.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Larry, George isn't particularly a fan of black beans, and I have been for many years, but he loves this. I mean, it is so delicious that he's like a black bean convert.
Yep.
Black bean convert now. He's now like, let's have black beans more often.
Yeah, you know, it's actually good for you. Yeah, but any beans is good for you.
Well, that little touch of citrus, it makes all the difference.
It does. It really, really does. It really does. You know, those Maya lemons would perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys.
Okay.
You're hungry, making the rest of the crew hungry. Everybody in the hangout wants to go and eat now. I know Maurice, he's snowed in, so he's probably going to raid the fridge. Hopefully he has enough food to last until next week.
Well, thanks to everybody for joining us.
Richard, thank you. Richard, thank you for showing up.
Pleasure.
Nicola, thanks again. George and Marilyn, of course, you guys are just rocking the house and awesome and all that stuff. And hopefully I will see you guys again soon.
Well, thanks all y'all for watching out there in the,
Yeah. Everybody in Watchland, thank you very much for checking us out. And I don't know when I'll be doing another one, but it might be soon. I'll probably try to recruit somebody. George and Marilyn, they've done a fantastic job. Every time, this is what you guys, fourth or fifth time cooking?
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Yeah.
That's even without the searing shows.
Yeah,
exactly. Which, by the way, are my most watched videos. The one with searing.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Anyway, signing off from Trinidad and Tobago, live Fournillier on behalf of George and Marilyn, Richard and Nicola. See you next time. Have a good weekend. Be safe. And ciao.